2022 March Cheesesteak Madness Judges Bracket Philadelphia Region First Round Joe's Steak and Soda Shop versus Cook and Shaker.
Very juicy.
Siggy never met a camera he didn't like.
No, never at all. Never at all.
Well, look at that face. How can you blame him?
Exactly.
I make love to the camera.
Very good. Thank you.
It is garlic and parmesan, right?
Yeah. Chopped off with parmesan.
Yeah.
Cook and Shakers. No, Dom, Siggy. And we're starting. Siggy is starting the bar high for judges. Now this is only, there's going to be 16 judging sessions. I had one yesterday. This is the second. Never met you.
Yep, never met you.
I'm not sure if you know Don very well, but he seems like he might have just met you on the street earlier. But
We know each other for a little while.
but Siggy, right? You're setting the bar high for all future judges. You're loving the camera. You're doing great posing.
Yeah.
And then this gem just rolled out of your mouth.
Yeah, no, like the meat here is very good. However, I just noticed one thing. It looks like it's overcooked, but the flavor says differently. So it's pretty good, actually.
That's gold. Gold, Jerry. Gold.
That's the new Cook and Shaker tagline. Our meat looks overcooked, but your mouth will tell you differently.
Joe's Steak and Soda Shop, Fishtown.
Cheesesteak Madness. First rounds. We're looking at Joe's because of a judge's faux pas. Thank God Amigo Dan wasn't here. We got Joe's Fishtown. But I tell you what, this was a lot better than the Joe's Fishtown I got when I was just eating it as a.
Yeah, I can't put a town.
This is the same as Joe's on Tarsdale. I've had enough of that to know.
Yeah.
Poor Siggy, we got Siggy speed eating and drinking, but he's got it going. He's got it going. He's handling it.
He's got a toilet to plug.
Unfortunately I got some stuff I need to take. I got an emergency that came up, it's just horrible.
But you're handling it well. You're doing no. You're just plowing through. You got your notes going. Oh, you like this one, huh?
Yeah.
This is more traditional. This is your traditional.
There's a cheesesteak. The other one was like a steak sandwich. This is a cheesesteak.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it, actually.
Yeah, like a French dip is a cheesesteak, but
Sure.
it's not a cheesesteak.
Right.
I wish everybody felt that way, because I'd eat a whole lot more French dip.
Yeah.
Oh, French dip also, yeah, no way.
Philadelphia Brewing Company, March Cheesesteak Madness, round one. We're going to do Joe's Steak and Soda Shop, Fishtown versus
Cook and Shaker.
Cook and Shaker. Who's going to jump us off?
Dan go this time.
Oh,
All right.
Dan, you have a second name?
So
You
Cook
might
and
just know
Shaker.
me?
Cook and Shaker. When it came, the presentation was excellent. The cheesesteak looked amazing. Didn't quite live up to that though for me. The roll was very flavorful. The garlic butter roll was great. However, the center was soft and the butt was crispy. I felt like I was eating a mouthful of Captain Crunch.
I woke
Now,
up 3 miles a day. That's why my butt's crunchy.
Yeah. There was no cheese on mine. It was very limited on the cheese, which is the opposite of what I want in a cheesesteak. However, the banana peppers and caramelized onions were an excellent touch. I would say it was an average cheesesteak, but not bad. It was there. Joe's Fishtown. Great. Oh, okay.
We're gonna do everything.
You do one at a time.
Alright, so for Cook and Shaker, it was different. They used provolone cheese, which I don't normally order, but I didn't mind on this one. One other thing they did that no one else really does is put banana peppers on it, and there was like I think it was a garlic aioli on the bottom, and it was good. It was a very good sandwich, but the problem was I couldn't really taste the meat. So it's a sandwich I would eat again, but to me it really wasn't like a cheesesteak because it just kind of, it was a little too fancy.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow up with that one too. Actually, yeah, it was. This is actually one thing I did like about it. It was like a unique, in a way, cheesesteak. But yeah, when you kind of do think about it, some people might be pushed away from it because it didn't remind them fully of a cheesesteak, like more maybe of a French dip if you had the dip on next to it. However, I did enjoy also the Parmesan they put on top of it, actually bringing a good flavor. Not as much cheese on there as I would like, but it was still not bad. Would like more onions. There was barely any on mine actually, but otherwise I really did like the flavor a lot. I like the uniqueness. It looked like a fancy cheesesteak, so I hope that helps.
Definitely. Let's jump us off on that.
All right, so Joe's, great cheesesteak. The meat was perfectly cooked, very juicy. What really got me was the mushrooms. I'm a big mushroom fan, and those mushrooms were perfectly cooked. They weren't overcooked, so they were small and dry. They were juicy and added a ton of flavor to this cheesesteak. I thought everything was really good about it, especially how cheesy it was. It was just overwhelmingly cheesy. Great cheesesteak. Color me impressed.
Yeah, this is a classic cheesesteak is what it was. It was like what you think of when you think of cheesesteak. The roll was soft, kind of bouncy, and it's funny, I wrote down juicy, you said juicy. It's the same thing with the meat. The cheese was thick and creamy.
Yeah.
Overall, it was just a pretty good, put together, classic cheesesteak. It's what you expect.
Yeah, I can agree with that one. Yeah, it can go a little bit that way. It was nicely and nice cut, sliced a lot. Meat. Let me see what I had some kind of good thing to say here, but I don't know. But later, right? So that's what I'm. The mushroom section was also a little bit good differently. Like the mushrooms actually gave a great flavor to it, which actually was different. Roll, I wasn't like super on it, but it was good. It was good. But yeah, exactly. I think it's just the way you said it. It was like your average looking kind of cheesesteak. Like just what you think of what it would be. Like it's. Didn't blow me away, but it's still like it's a very good sandwich though. Very fantastic sandwich.
Average in what you would think.
Yeah,
When you say
exactly.
cheesesteaks, you'd think it.
Exactly.
So who do you go with, Cafe?
So this was literally, they almost tied actually with me, but 1 point went over. So only reason why I chose this one was Cook and Shaker beats it, only because I know some people are not gonna agree with me on that one. Only is because it was just different. Like it just. Like, I don't feel like I'm gonna run into another place who sells a cheesesteak like that. So that's what I'm giving it the extra point.
Okay, for me it's Joe's. I mean, it wasn't super far off. I think Joe's didn't blow them away, but it was the cheesesteak. Cook and Shaker was a good sandwich, but Joe's is like what I think of when I think of cheesesteak.
The cheesesteak from Cook and Shaker, I think Siggy said it earlier, was it was like a French dip. Sandwich, and it wasn't quite a cheesesteak for me, so I've got to go with Joe's. Even though I did enjoy the Cook and Shaker sandwich, Joe's definitely was for sure the top out of the two of them.
For traditional cheesesteak.
Cheesesteak, yeah. That was a classic cheesesteak. Yep, absolutely.